Welcome back, Griddle, Cook, Eat, and More. It's dinner time once again. Tonight, my wife said make some healthy fried rice. I don't know if it's really gonna be healthy, but we're gonna do one twist on it that most people don't do, which I don't know how much healthier it makes it. I guess it makes it more nutrients for you, let's say that. So let's check out the ingredients and see how I'm making it healthy. Not really, but my wife thinks so. Here we go, the star of the show, rice. Normally you just use some medium long grain rice or some jasmine rice, seem to be real popular, but we're using brown rice. So I cooked up 2 1-pound bags, that's 2 1-pound bags of brown rice, cooked it up in my little rice cooker I got off Amazon for like 20 bucks. It's like take three times to make it because it's super small. So that's what we're doing, brown rice. So what we're gonna put in with it, we're gonna do onions. So I got a whole yellow onion chopped up, a bag of bean sprouts. I love bean sprouts in my fried rice. Green onions, sliced up. Probably could use more. That was just one bunch of them. We're gonna do 5 eggs. Got some butter to cook the eggs in. Got some fresh garlic chopped up in my little Ninja Mini chopper. Seasonings here, we have white pepper in the front, caldo de pollo. It's that Knorr's chicken bouillon. It's like a flavored chicken bouillon. And then good old MSG. Come on, it's fried rice. You gotta have it. Other than that, we got some light soy sauce we're going to use, a little dark, and then we're going to finish off with sesame oil, and we got our chicken. Now this chicken's marinated with light soy sauce. This, if you can see it here, this I don't know, I think it's Shazing cooking wine maybe, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but anyways, we got some of that in there, and then cornstarch, and then letting it go. It's going to help tenderize it, give it some flavor. All right, so there you go. There's our ingredients. That's how we're gonna do it. So let's get the griddle fired up. We're gonna go out to the Halo, get that thing fired up, and we're gonna get the show rolling here because I'm getting hungry. Meet you out at the griddle. All right, here we are at the griddle. Got it on low, 3 burners to the left with the furthest one off. So we're gonna get our chicken going. So we're gonna put down some avocado oil. Just a little bit, you know, we gotta keep it healthy. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the eggs going. And then the eggs, I'm just gonna use some butter. I like butter for eggs, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, here we go. Let's get some eggs down. This patio slopes to the back here, so obviously these things are gonna wanna run that way. So we're gonna have to build a little dam here at the end. All right, that's good for the eggs. Let's get those pulled off. All right, next up, we're gonna get the onions and garlic sauteed up. We'll use some avocado oil for that. Let's get some garlic down. I'm making a lot, so I like garlic. We're just gonna do it all. All right, let's get our onions down. All right, chicken's looking good, getting some nice color on it. We're gonna get these onions here most of the way done. They're gonna cook a little bit at the end. All right, the onions are softened up to where I like them, and garlic. Let's get them pulled. All right, chicken's got some nice color on it. Got it all cooked up. Let's get that pulled up here. All right, I'm gonna get the griddle cleaned up here. We're gonna get frying some rice. Now I like to get this stuff done ahead of time because what I want to do is when I get this cleaned up, we're gonna crank it up hot. If you're getting Chinese food, they're cooking it at a wok and they're cooking it over a single burn that's usually around 90 to 100,000 BTUs. This total griddle, all 4 burners, is only 48,000 BTUs. So we want it nice and hot and we want everything ready to go because once we get that rice on there, we're gonna be cranking. We gotta keep it moving and stuff, else we're gonna be burning. That's why we get everything prepared ahead of time. And then that way we just go time and you knock that out in no time. All right, we're gonna get it cleaned up and we'll be back. All right, so let's get some oil down. Avocado oil. All right, let's get the rice down. All right, get this spread around here. Get some of this oil mixed up in there. Get some bean sprouts in there. Get our eggs in there. Onions and garlic. All right, let's get the chicken. All right, let's get some sauces in there. First thing we do, dark soy. Now, dark soy goes a long way, so not a lot, just a little, like that. Got some light soy sauce here. That we can go a little heavier on. See where we're at. All right, let's get some seasonings. Of course, you gotta have MSG. We gotta have that Norris Calda de Pola. I rock this out in just about everything. A little bit of white pepper to give it a little kick. Get some green onions in there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the heat. Let's get a little taste here. See how we're doing. Oh, that's good. That is good. All right. Last thing we gotta do, a little finishing touch with some sesame oil. Let's finish that off. It was almost done anyways. I think I'm just gonna do a little more soy sauce, not a lot, just a little. There we go. All right, beautiful. Now you got loved Halo. This is a Halo spatula here, but you get a double set. They're scoop spatulas. You can use 2, but we're just gonna use 1. Make it a lot easier than using the other ones to get all this in this bowl. Makes that job easy right here. Here you go, one big ass bowl of a chicken fried brown rice. All right, let me grab a spoon or a fork here so we can give this thing a try. All right, here we go. A little chicken there, try to get all the goods. Shot for the camera. Hopefully that gets a good shot of it right there. All right. Delicious. I mean, it's pretty damn close to a lot of the restaurants I go to, Chinese places. I've made it before, it's been a while, but brown rice actually is really good with fried rice, making fried rice with it. You would think brown rice, no, but brown rice, yes. I've done it before, and I've done it in woks, and man, it's spot on. I mean, you really can't tell. You eat this, you wouldn't know you're eating brown rice, really. You would think it's just regular, white rice or jasmine rice. But anyways, I'm gonna get this inside. We're starving. This sauce gonna be, we got a big old bowl here, so we got some lunches out of it too, on top of that. But that is it for this one. We'll see you next time.